Resumes in the Roodepoort Magistrates Court today. Pule, who was 8 months pregnant, you'll remember, was found hanging from a tree with stab wounds. The case is currently on right now, and I understand that the uncle of Tshegofatso is currently on the stand. Let's go there now live.
We just went through. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gauteng.
Like I said before, I think they are expediting the process of investigations, and there's nothing that I can fault that the police have done so far. I mean, they've been doing excellent job. They keep us informed about what's happening, and then they also tell us as to what is it that they're going to do in the next coming phases.
Mr. Kataka, there's also always been this big question mark over whether more arrests could be made.
Yeah. Look, I haven't discussed the case with the police up to that far, but I wouldn't be surprised if they make other arrests as well. I don't think, it's my opinion, I don't think it was just one guy who murdered Tshegofatso. But if it was, then it's fine.
Your thoughts on the magistrate, what he had to say about the disruptions in court?
Even the previous time I did say there's a time and place for everything. If we have to protest inside the court, and then we will also be doing injustice for us. But protests, you can do them outside. In court, it's where the case has to be ventilated, and then we have to allow the court processes to unfold in court. The magistrate was right. It had to be restrained. Whatever that has been happening in court, it had to be restrained. But I think going forward, we'll get more cooperation from the public and the understanding how the criminal proceedings should unfold in court.
And then, I mean, this was your second time seeing Muzikayise Malepane in court. How did that feel for you as a family?
Look, it brings mixed emotions, but you know what, it is sad. We just want to know what happened to Tshegofatso. Why did they did what happened? Why did they did what they did to her? And honestly speaking, seeing him in court, it just reminds us of the ordeal that we just went through. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kataka.
All right, I beg your pardon, this was outside of the court. I thought the visuals were still inside, but that's the uncle of Tshegofatso. And some of one of the biggest takeaways is that he says he doesn't think that just one person killed Tshegofatso. I want to get Nosipho Mncube now. She's covering this story for us. Nosipho, very good morning to you. What's some of the biggest takeaways for you there?
Very good morning to you, Blaine. You are correct. We have just spoken to the family spokesperson, who did indicate to us that he does not think that only one person was involved in the murder of his niece. But what you missed inside court today, the magistrate had quite a mouthful to say with regard to this matter in particular, just addressing a few issues that have come to his attention. The first being the demand from the public to see the accused Muzikayise Malepane in court, saying that it is not a viable solution or an option for him to be appearing in court, and it would cut more costs for him to appear virtually as opposed to coming here. Also minimizes the opportunity or the possibility of any escapes to and from the prison. He also addressed something that we saw during the last appearances, where there was a bit of a disruption inside the court, saying that people need to treat the court as a special and a special place in which we need to honor the court and respect the court and not carry themselves in that manner. He also extended his condolences to the Pule family, telling them that he understands how this lengthy and extended postponement, which is set for the 29th of September, might, just worsen how they're feeling with regards to the murder of their child and their niece, extending his condolences and saying that they will appear again at this court, at the regional court, here on the 29th of September. The matter has been postponed to the 29th. We heard the prosecutor telling us that this is because they need to gather more evidence and further investigate the matter. We understand that no DNA has been obtained as yet, and they need to gather more chain evidence just to ensure that everything is in preparation for the matter to go to the High Court. As we understand, it will be moving there from the Magistrate Court. Blaine?
All right, so you say the matter postponed to the 29th, if I heard you correctly, the 29th of September. Look, when this killing happened, it fomented a great deal of anger, not only where you are, but around the country, highlighting the issue of gender-based violence. Talk to us about that seminal moment when people came together protesting this killing.
Indeed, Blaine, as you can see, I'll ask my colleague Herbert to just pan and show you the people that are outside the court right now. I'm told that these women have been coming here, and women and men, in fact, have been coming here for every court appearance that was meant to be made. We understand that Muzikayise Malepane was meant to come to appear in court, rather, on several occasions, and there were a few postponements prior to this. One of the first being that he, of course, had said he will be requesting legal aid from the state, and then that changed. He dropped the state and went for his own private legal representation. And now, very recently, about 3 weeks ago, we understand that there was a suspected case of COVID-19. But each time that he was meant to appear, the activists here have indicated that they will not miss any of the appearances made, just trying to support the family and stand with the family, stand in solidarity rather with the family, and they just make their appearances here. So we do expect to see them come out in their numbers again on the 29th of September. They do limit the number of people in court, of course, due to COVID-19 regulations. We saw members of the SABC in court telling members of the public that they cannot be present in court. It will only be the family, the Pule family, as well as Muzikayise's family allowed in court. But the women here cannot be discouraged. They remain outside the court waiting for the outcome of what will happen inside.
So speaking about the police, we've heard from the family spokesperson saying that he doesn't think that just one person played a role in the killing of Tshegofatso. What is police saying with regards to more arrests possible?
Well, what we heard in court today, Muzikayise's legal representative, did ask the prosecutor whether or not more people would be involved in the murder of Tshegofatso Pule, and the state did indicate that police are also in the process of investigating that. So we will just have to assume at the moment that that forms part of the further investigations that have to be made before the matter moves to the High Court.
All right, Nosipho, just so break it down for us. Take us back. We understand that Malepane was arrested on the 15th of June while traveling back to Gauteng from Mpumalanga. Is he formerly from Mpumalanga?
We will have to receive confirmation regarding where exactly he is from, Blaine. We'll have to speak to police as well on their investigations so far, what they have gathered on Malepane, as well as any other leads they have so far regarding this matter.
Be live for us there. Thank you very much indeed for your reporting. So this matter has now been postponed to the 29th of September. Thank you very much. Okay, I want to take you now back to the Eastern Cape. You know that the